We are live. You know, right? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Collectors Unite. For the first episode, we got James the Big Collector and Bob Dylan. I'll start here with, and Fabio, of course, but Fabio is already, and I will not introduce myself because I'm famous already. I'll start here with James. For you guys who don't know and will watch the video later, the Collectors Unite, this stream was basically idea I had to bring more people that are not, for example, YouTubers like me or like Fabio or like people that are normally in the chats and are more active in the comments, and they will come to talk figures and to share their opinions as well. Is a common ground, is a happy hour, something like that. James is today with us. James is not new to the streams. I know you already streamed. James the Big Collector. You have a YouTube channel as well. Tell us something about you. You are streaming already for some time. What's your... Do you collect 1/6 scale? Tell us something about you. Hello?
He's frozen.
Yes,
He's frozen.
Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Now, yes, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll tell you how I started, getting into collecting. Okay. Well, I was a big Iron Man fan when I was little, and so I always loved getting Iron Man, figures. I love collecting them. And then one day I stumbled across this site. I was looking at Iron Man figures, and then a slideshow. So I saw all these different figures, like really surprised. And then I saw all these Iron Man figures. I was like, "What the heck? Where are they?" I was surprised, like
you are lagging.
And then later on, I started, gathering up money, and
we cannot listen. We cannot listen well. You are lagging. It's lagging with me or for everyone? For everyone, right?
I think there's a lag.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Because I cannot listen well.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Probably.
You need to reset the connection, James. Try to reset or try to change in the settings. Whoa.
Come back next week, okay?
Don't be like that. You are ruining my first episode of Collectors Unite. I want to welcome everyone, and you are ruining everything here.
He said, "Come back next week."
while we wait for James, let me just check here the chat. We got F. Wellington. I'm waiting. We are already here. Ken Carpenter. I know it's the love of Bob Dylan. We got Hector V. Hello, Hector. How are you? Big Collector is coming soon. We got Big Brother. Whoa, you are here, my friend. How are you today? Fat Batman's Collecting Nightmare. Pumped for this. So are we. Figure Posing Channel. Have fun, Bob Dylan. Who more? We got P-Rock. Oh, P-Rock is... you wake up early today. P-Rock is in the house. And Loco Lou, what's popping, people? Hello. And Shane from 1/6 Figure Focus. Big Brother Imposter. I'm not an imposter. Reigns Talentino. We got Blackbird Tech. I need to reply your email. I got your email. I need to reply your email. And we got a super chat from Figure Posing Channel. Agent Super Sub, see the first appearance of the legend Bobby Lane on stream. Have fun, guys. Thank you so much. Wow, this all for Bob Dylan. Everyone is here for Bob Dylan. He's a legend.
I know, seriously.
We got here as well KJ Smith, Pablo Meza lagging. Oh, James, I will put you inside. And we got as well no more. Pablo Meza, João. I will answer to you later. Huh? Okay, James, are you okay now?
Nope.
Still not. Hey, wait. Maybe try to use only audio to check if the lag works. Can you speak now? Check.
Hello.
Yeah.
It worked.
It's his connection. It's very bad.
Huh. Can you count to 10? check if now I think it's really the connection, right?
100%. It's got a bad connection. It needs a stronger connection.
Do you have any options for him?
Yeah, come back.
What's
next
your
week.
opinion?
Well, can you try from his cell phone? No, but seriously, like Fabs. If he does it like front facing from his cell phone, it might have like a 5G.
No, but just before we talk about that option, I think is really the connection. Sometimes P-Rock count to 10. I was saying count to 10 because to see if I could listen the sound well. James, can you listen to us? Right? You can listen, right?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
But if you use the camera, he's always frozen. Yeah. Use only the audio first to check if we can listen, because I think it's the camera and audio together use too much of the connection, and then maybe it drops.
He's using too much of the borrowed Wi-Fi.
That happens with me also. I need to use cable. If I use Wi-Fi, my connection will blow. Okay, while James is trying to figure out air connection, we can start here with Bob. It's a pleasure to have you here. We always see you on the chats. You are always so active in every stream. I don't know, do you sleep? Because I see you on every stream. You are always active everywhere. So no, it's quite impressive.
Streaming just works for my family and work obligations. It's easy to watch something and type. I try to do my evening constitutionals after my daughter goes to bed. And it's just easy to watch you guys and, walk 3 or 4 miles. And then by the time I get home, I've already watched like 2 streams. So it works out really great. But to sit and do what you guys do, to be dedicated video wise, that's not something I can do quite often. So, I mean, thank you for the invitation. And this is just kind of like a rare occurrence that my family's out of the house and I'm not working or doing anything. So this should be fun.
But would you say that this is the first of many times? We will see you on every stream from next week.
I don't think so. my wife, funny enough, my wife like texted me. She's like, "We're gonna be home early today," and I was like, "Okay, great." She's like, "What time does the stream end?" So she'll probably be coming in right at the end. I would like to do it more often, but I think this might just be like a one and done. We'll see.
No, I think you will like it. It's fun. It's fun to share some opinions and so on. And you got that's module cases, right, on your back?
Yes. So these are the DF-120s. If you don't have a vehicle obsession, I think DF-120s are more than enough. You can put in risers because you can see there's a lot of vertical space that I'm not utilizing that you could put tiers and kind of make it like an amphitheater design. But if you like vehicles, I would just go with the Max series because now I can tell you, like my Ecto 1 fits in just barely. I don't even know.
Yeah,
if that
that's what I was checking. Yeah, the Ecto 1 is you can fit in the DF-120. Yeah. I didn't know. And you got also the 89.
It's tight. Oh yeah, none of the Batmobiles are actually a problem. Like the biggest one is the Justice Mobile, and that one I have some spare space. So yeah. I mean, the six series are nice.
Your solution, the DF-120s.
I was going to ask, are these the biggest ones they have?
No, in the DF series, I believe they're the biggest horizontal units. You can get the DF-130s that are vertically oriented if you wanted like a Hulkbuster or something like that. But I actually have my Hulkbuster in a DF-120. I just meant if you want more display room for it, or if you collect quarter scales or something. The 120 honestly fits almost everything that you might want to do.
Yeah, the 120 there. The only problem I see is if you use only figures 1/6 scale, you still have a lot of space.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, you
can use risers.
You can
use risers.
I was going to say ModuCase offers shelves. They offer full shelves, which I don't recommend, and they offer the half shelves, which I would, because that's essentially like a built-in riser. But the problem is it cuts across the whole case, so it doesn't give you flexibility. Versus if you do your own risers, you can mix and match and do whatever you want. Like this, I don't know how well you can see this middle shelf. I was able to make my own risers. So
Sorry?
Zoom it in so we could see the middle. I want to see the middle case.
how do I do that with the camera?
Oh,
I don't
no,
want to screw anything up.
he's got to zoom it in. Yeah.
The floor is yours.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, so this upper shelf, I actually took all those display bases that I don't use, and I just stacked them up to make the custom height that I want. So I can have the back row be a little bit higher than the front row, although even from this angle, you probably can't see it too well. But yeah, you can mix and match. I just haven't put in all the work to get everything at different levels to utilize all that unused vertical space that you see that you make a good point about. But sometimes that kind of gives you a little bit of breathing room to separate the shelves from one another, just so visually you're not too bombarded with stimuli, that you can kind of soak in each individual shelf a little bit. So,
what is that? The Jazz Ink Vulture in back there?
Oh yes. Sorry, let me move out of the way. So, as you know, the Iron Scavenger from Jazz Ink is gigantic. But used, thankfully, engineered some pivot joints in the wings at 2 different points. So if you fold the wings in a little bit, it will fit in a DF-120 side to side. So I put him in the back just because he's the biggest thing. And then I just built the kind of the Sinister 7 display around him with the 3 Spideys.
No, it looks awesome.
And everything. This was actually a repurposed diorama from Josh Jones. Sorry, we're getting off on a tangent. If anyone's ever seen like the old Matrix display I used to have, I just took all of those figures out. I just drilled 2 holes to make room for the flight stands for the Iron Scavenger, and everything else was, just popping everything in and putting it wherever it fits.
That's awesome.
Any more questions, Fabio?
No, I wanted to see. It looks awesome. I wanted
the floor is yours.
Is that your whole collection there, or do you have more somewhere else?
You have grails in the closet
hiding somewhere. Right?
Oh, yes. Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. So
yesterday, sent me a photo with a closet. The closet have all the Hot Toys grails are inside, like Back to the Future, RoboCop. Everything is in the closet.
Gotcha.
So as far as the module cases, it's 3 columns of 4 DF-120s. So the top rows, I tried to separate the columns into DC, Star Wars, and Marvel, just to give it some semblance of, a logical layout.
Right.
What's the height you have there, total?
Yeah, like Mr. Breda pointed out, I have another display somewhere else off camera where I stuff my overflow and things that don't quite fit in the display. So occasionally I'll take them out for photos, but this is the main display that if anybody visits the house, this is what they'll see. So
what's the total height you have there with those all stacked? Do you know?
Well, so each module case, I think it's like a 2x4 unit, maybe a little bit more. I would guesstimate about 18 feet because it's not an even ceiling; it's slated. Even though you can't quite tell. But yeah, it's about, I think, 18 feet and some change.
No, that's awesome. That looks amazing.
But what I was going to say is what I love about the module cases is that anyone can get a display that looks nice and it fits your individual space. You don't have to have it as tall as mine. You can have it just 1 unit high, 2 units high. The one thing I will encourage you, whether you get Max or DF, get the riser drawers. Those things are such a lifesaver. All my accessories, all the swap outs, the bases, the flight stands that I didn't want to stuff in a closet, I have them in those drawers so that when I put the art box in my attic, it's completely empty. I don't have to worry about the heat or the humidity damaging anything or whatever. The box is just completely empty. So that was a smaller additional investment, but it elevates the display and it's storage. So it's like a win-win,
You sound like a module case seller.
Yeah, I was going to say brought to you by Module Case. So
brought to you by Module Case. Exactly.
Those guys are really awesome. Brian Wong and Jack Sim. You can email them. I've emailed them probably 10 times before I place my first order because I'm like, this is a lot of money. I want you to show me what you can do before I drop that deposit. They'll send you 3D rendered custom displays to fit your space. So you just give them the measurements. You send it to them, they send you back and they tell you, hey, this is the breakdown. This is how many units you need custom versus standard. And then they tell you the price. And then you're like, okay. And then they tell you, it's going to be about 9 months. And then you're like, oh my God. So, but anything worth anything in life is worth waiting. So
Yeah.
But you bought directly from Moducase, right?
I did, because when I went to the website, I literally was like, I guess he could see that I was on there asking questions. He just like emailed me, or he did a live chat. He's like, "P.S. Don't buy on the website. Email me directly." Okay, almost like seemed kind of shady at first, but no, I think it just works easier for them, currency exchange wise or transaction wise, to just buy direct from them. So
Yeah, I messaged them. I sent them a video of the entire wall that I want to use, that I want to take up with the module cases. So I'm just waiting to send them the measurements, but they answer right away too. I mean, within a day.
Very, and I can tell you, so full transparency, I had a lot of pieces arrive damaged, not because of them. I mean, everything was packaged pristinely. It took me like half a day just to unpack it. It's just things coming from China to Singapore to the States or whatever, things get broken. I sent them pictures of every single item. They fast tracked, and like I think I got it in under 2 weeks, all the replacement parts and some extras. So it's not like after the sale they're like, "Hey, thanks for your money, see you later." They're like, "No, is anything broken? Can we help you out with anything? Can we, they want to make sure that you're happy with the display, because they know you're investing a lot of money, and it's good PR for them, because you're going to take pictures of your display, and what's the first question people are going to ask? Hey, where'd you get those shelves? So
yeah, no, and it's a good idea for them to be that way, because a lot of people are getting into module cases anyway. Yes, so it would be a really big turnoff for them, to be that way, to be, oh, here, we got your money, buy, you know what I mean? Then nobody would want to buy them, and people really like these things. So it's a good way to go.
Yeah.
Fabio, can you answer this question here? Because there is a comment. This question is for you, and just for us to go then through the chat.
Why doesn't he move sticker from? Oh, I always leave all the stickers on my hats. See, every sticker on every hat I leave it, even my Under Armour. I don't know. It's just a thing.
Because he's saying for you, in the long run it will be a mark round on there, and it will look very ugly.
No. If it starts peeling off, then I'll peel it off. But I just usually leave it, and it never stains. It never.
El Profesoro in the house. How are you, my friend Mario? What's up? And what we have here? More JL Beats. Hello everyone. Hello David Lash. Middle Shelf got Vulture. Yes, he's the Vulture. And the super chat from, I think is Lane. Is your friend that helped you yesterday, right, Bob?
Oh my goodness, yes. Hey Lane.
Megastar,
Carlos,
Bob Dylan,
what's up,
Brad,
guys?
And Fab Figs. And we got Monica
I'm usually like more
here.
engaged in the chat, but I can't like watch you guys and do this at the same time.
And the other super chat from Carlos. Carlos, thank you so much. Bob Dylan, I need photos of each shelf. I need reference photos. Numbers guy. Reference photos.
Oh
man. It's amazing.
Oh man.
It's amazing.
James, is your connection better?
It's okay, James, now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think now
switched over to my phone. So,
but yeah, I think now at least we can listen to you. But we lost you when you said that you liked Iron Man, and then we lost you around that time when you said that when you were younger you liked Iron Man, and then we lost you around there.
yeah, when I was younger, I loved Iron Man and I loved collecting, Iron Man figures. And so, later on, I was searching on the computer looking for, other Iron Man figures, and I stumbled upon Sideshow, and then that's, where I found all these Hot Toys figures, and then it just took off from there. I started saving up, investing from there.
I'm trying to adjust your microphone volume because it's still a bit. I cannot. Maybe you need to stay. You are speaking through the mobile speaker, right?
Right.
You are.
No, I'm speaking to my.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, so we will pass here to the first segment here today, because I know Fabio still didn't see this news. I know Bob already know about this, but this is quite interesting. I don't know if James already saw this one. We are going to share here.
It's going to make me spend more money, I'm pretty sure.
Most probably.
God. looks good.
I think Fabi is the only one that didn't see these photos. You are muted. You are muted, Fabio.
No, I said I didn't see it because I don't check that group.
So here you go. Look at this.
No, it's nice. It looks really nice.
Oh. And that's the sculpted hair, probably, right?
Yeah,
that's
this is sculpted.
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine that rooted? Oh, wow.
Dude, bro.
This looks
really,
really very good. Right.
Only $1,100. Don't worry.
Only.
Do you think they will do a 2-pack? I don't think so. I think this will be a single one.
I mean, I hope that it's a single, but this is actually, I think,
If
me
they
and Fabio were talking about, this is one where I actually would want a 2-pack if they were willing to give us a smoky eye Bruce Wayne and a regular Bruce Wayne that I could, use or kit bash into a proper Bruce Wayne figure, or maybe they give us 2 full figures again. I mean, to me, that makes more sense than 2 Jokers. But
You mean a formal Bruce Wayne and a Batman?
Yeah, like a Bruce Wayne with a suit, his long, his long coat, and then the Batman figure.
Yes, but I saw some people talking about when you see from the side, it's like the jawline. It's not quite accurate, but I really don't know how is the jawline of Robert Pattinson.
He has kind of a characteristic, like strong, thin jawline from what I remember. Like him and Angelina Jolie are the 2 actors that stand out in my mind as having very prominent jawline. So I think they'll get it right. I mean, this is just, a prototype. And plus all those shadows underneath his jaw and his upper neck, they're kind of masking the true jawline. So I bet, under better lighting, it'll look different.
Yeah,
that picture there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's better in that photo than the previous one.
I would consider these the same as we see, for example, from Hot Toys, when you see J.C. Hong holding the master at sculpt that he painted himself before going to mass production. Normally, Hot Toys J.C. Hong shares the photo of the head sculpt that he painted, and that's the master prototype that then it's from there that will go into mass production. And I think this was one of the artists in Queen Studios that did. This is the final one, and from here from here that they will go into the prototype and mass production and so on. But looks good. I don't know if Hot Toys will show us these. I don't think they will show us so many details. They are not used to, at least.
Do you think Viper did this one? Because I just feel like we all know who J.C. Hong is, the master painter, but I feel like they're not as transparent about who's doing each individual portion of the project. Like, is Viper doing everything, or he's just doing the rooting? I thought he was just doing the rooting.
Viper is supervising.
He's not even doing the rooting.
Oh, sorry. Supervising that.
Yeah, he's overseeing the project apparently.
Because there was some controversy about the one quarter scale, because they had, I don't know how many, 700 750 pieces, that before it led us to understand that was Viper painting each one of the artist edition, the quarter scale, but in fact was not him, but he was supervising each head sculpt one by one to guarantee that they would come out perfect. And that's what will happen with Joker. He cannot by himself paint and root every single head sculpt of all, I don't know how many thousand they will sell.
Yeah.
But yeah, this head sculpt looks pretty good. We are all expecting to see the final product for us to check. But will you jump straight on a new pre-order from Queen Studios if the Batman looks good to you, or will you wait to see the Joker, let's say?
Well, are they going to do what they did with the Joker and give us a 3-day window to FOMO us? I mean, I hope not, but that would be the thing that would force me to make a decision sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but you the rooted air, the Joker, you still can pre-order now.
That's true. But I mean, do you
I
think I'm pretty sure the rooted hair option will probably sell out way before it's released, though, right?
Well, I think
Fabio doesn't believe.
Well, no, I think what they're doing is taking in as many pre-orders as possible. And I don't think they're just making that exact number. I think they're going to make extras, just to have on the shelves, I'm assuming, and then, go from there. I don't think they're making an exact number, just for the pre-orders and that's it. I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, I already pre-ordered the Hot Toys one, and to tell you the truth, like I liked the Batman, but it wasn't like the best Batman movie to me ever. I'm still more of a Nolan trilogy guy. So I don't feel the need to double down on Queen before I see their first finished product. The Joker was a different story because I never got a DX11. I kit bashed that Joker using the topo and a bank robber sculpt. So I don't feel the desire that I have to have two Battinsons. So I'm okay waiting for this one just to see how it shakes out. But I'm super happy when they're sharing early prototypes, master sculpts, whatever this is, just to see the work in progress. I hope that Hot Toys takes this as a clue that we do want to see more of this. We do want to see more active communication, works in progress. So.
I didn't know that Doc Smizzle is your cousin.
He's my brother. He's not my cousin.
This
your guy is my brother.
Fine. We have Man of Hot Collectibles this year. Please get out of my stream. Go to bake a cake for you and your family. Don't stay in my stream. Stop spamming.
He said bake a cake.
I'm kidding. Ask the stay there because I need you here.
We need the viewers.
Yes, we need the viewers. Shane says, based on this image, I think the Hot Toys one is better currently. Let's see if Hot Toys will show us a painted one after they improve the head sculpt as they show. And Hector, my friend, if the price is right and the accessories are there, then I will buy it. But this does look really good. That is true. Thanks for the invite.
Well, I'll say this. Does it look really good? Yes. But if you tell me that a single figure at 6 scale, it has comparable accessories to the Hot Toys, but it's priced $150, $200 more than the Hot Toys, no, I don't think it's worth that price jump just for that. To me, I'd say they're almost the same.
I agree with you completely. Let's jump to the next topic. I don't think you see the both of you saw Moon Knight.
Yes.
I have not seen it yet, but I heard enough spoilers and I'm okay with it. So please, feel free to discuss, whatever you want. So I'm more interested in the figure than the shows usually. So
to honestly,
well,
there are no spoilers.
You cannot collect if you don't watch the show. So you may be in trouble right now.
Oh man, let's clear these because this guy full week with this. What I told him last stream was I don't collect figures from a movie or a TV show that I don't have any attachment or I don't feel any connection. Sure. Because I don't buy a figure just to buy a figure. And Fabio said he doesn't need to see a movie or a TV show. You will buy the figures anyway. And I was kidding and I said that should be forbidden. If you want to pre-order without watching movies or TV shows, you should answer a 20-question quiz about the TV show. If you fail, you cannot pre-order.
Can you imagine? Oh, man.
They're going to, like Hot Toys on Sideshow, they're going to give you like a 5-question quiz. And if you haven't seen the show and you get it wrong, you can't pre-order.
It's a questionnaire.
Exactly.
It's a questionnaire.
Exactly.
You went to the group.
No, I mean, well, you know what? Honestly, I have a middle ground where if I see the show or the movie and I don't necessarily love it, but the figure comes out really great, I'll still probably get it because I can make my own stories. Like case in point, Golden Armor Wonder Woman. That figure looks freaking amazing to me. Mm-hmm. I didn't love the movie, but I want that figure. I want the rooted hair Gal Gadot sculpt. I want that Kingdom Come armor. I don't really care that the movie did only so because that figure looks awesome. So I'm willing to give it a pass. So
And that's my thing. When when I see something and I haven't watched, whether it's a show or a movie, and I think it looks cool, I'm gonna get it. I don't care. And even and then if I really like the figure, actually, then I'll look into the show and be like, oh wow, let me look into this. But I've always said I love Hot Toys. I love their work. They've always been the best of the best. I don't have any complaints. Obviously they're not perfect like nobody else is, but I have never regretted buying any figures since I started. So that's why it's funny to me, that's why that became a joke between us because of that. Because I don't need to watch a show to collect. You know what I mean? Like if I like work, I'm gonna. So that's why I keep doing it back and forth because it's a funny thing to me.
Yeah, I mean, we were collectors long before there was a Disney Plus, right?
Right.
So
exactly.
I don't need the show to know that I like that figure. I've read comics, I've watched shows as a kid. I have enough connection from that stuff that if I like it and it looks good, like classic suit Spider-Man. There is no show tied to that thing. They claim it's a suit in a video game, but come on. Like really, anybody who's a comic fan wants that toy for that reason, not because it was a suit in a game.
Exactly. Yep.
But about the Moon Knight, you said you already know the spoilers, but I think I told you yesterday, even if you watch the first episode, you will know the same thing as if you didn't watch because you don't know. It's so confusing.
Well,
I said
the reason why it's confusing is because a lot of people don't know, the story behind all of that. And it's just a simple story, it's a lot of like,
sorry.
What?
I don't know the story.
Oh yeah. You got. So I hope you didn't pre-order this because you can't.
No, but it's amazing. I like the first episode. I was saying in that show.
Wonderland. It says sold out, so I guess you missed out.
T-Dubs sold out.
T-Dubs, sorry. They have a pre-order page up on their page, but then it says sold out. It's like, why would you I don't know. People are gonna panic, now.
It was a 3 hours window for first batch. No, but it's amazing. The first episode I was saying on Dante's show that it's a mix of Inception and Fight Club.
Someone told me it's
amazing,
Fight Club
really.
mixed with A Beautiful Mind mixed with Memento in terms of
it's really good.
You have an unreliable narrator. The protagonist can't trust what he's seeing is real. The audience is taken on that journey with him that they also can't trust what they're seeing is real. So there's a lot of really nice psychological tropes.
Exactly. I think that's what makes it really cool because it's not your typical just straightforward superhero story. You know what I mean? It's like really deep and involves gods and stuff. So that's really, really cool.
In terms of complexity, there's Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, WandaVision, and then you got Moon Knight, where they're really starting to play more of the mind games with you for the more experienced or mature viewer. So I think it's fantastic that they're gonna try something like that.
Let me just address here this super chat from Fat Batman's Collecting Nightmare. Big thanks to Bob Dylan for helping me with kit bashing ethics. About to have my Ben Affleck Bruce Wayne finally. Thanks so much for the super chat.
Mamo.
This super chat is for Bob Dylan. Later I will send him a $5 iTunes gift card.
I do.
Hey, $5 is $5. That could get me a set of hands on toy anxiety, So it's all good.
Yeah, $5 you can rent the Aladdin on iTunes.
Oh my god.
But
I'm sure you guys got to that point in your life too, where you start thinking about expenses in terms of figures. Someone's like, "Oh, you got to get that filter replaced. It's going to be $250." I'm like, "Damn, that's a hot toy, like right there."
But I think this photo here look. I really like this one. I'm a little worried about this.
I mean, those are LED lights. Are those LED light eyes, or is that Photoshop?
No, this is Photoshop. This is easy to do. But of course, they want to portray the effects. They want to portray.
I hope that head is removable, and those are true LED light up eyes.
No, it's got 100%. I feel like I said yesterday, I think what's going to happen is we're going to get his Oscar Isaac's regular head sculpt. And we talked about the hood, which is a plastic piece, is not cloth. So that's going to be removable. And like I said, I would hope that they give us some type of, bloody head sculpt for him as well. But yeah, this is gonna be light up 100% because that's what makes him. You know what I mean? If you're watching the show, it's like you have 2 flashlights coming out of his eyes, so that has to be on there 100%.
So I don't know enough about like how the suit forms up, but is there ever a moment where he's standing there without his cowl or without his mask on?
Not yet, but it'll happen.
Ooh.
It'll happen
I mean,
at some point.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I wouldn't bet 100% that you're gonna get an Oscar Isaac sculpt.
No, you and I'm gonna tell you why. So yesterday, not yesterday, during the first episode, you only see him transform once, which is at the end. So they don't really get in depth with how that works. So like I said, I feel like at some point he's gonna have the suit partly on and his head's gonna be exposed, and then it'll get back. So that's why there's no way that they're gonna give us a figure without the head sculpt, knowing that he's a big part of the show as well. Without the suit. So that's my.
But you are talking like Hot Toys ever make sense. They don't. There's no sense.
Well, that's true. That's the thing.
You make sense, but Hot Toys doesn't.
I hope. That's what I'm saying. I hope. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm saying,
Yeah,
that's what
I hope so. I mean, Oscar Isaac, like we know, he's a fellow collector. He's way overdue for his due in a figure form. Like we didn't get Poe Dameron. We may or may not get a Dune figure version of him. I like you said, I want an Oscar Isaac head sculpt for myself. But Hot Toys is Hot Toys. So I mean, like the Val Kilmer Batman. We're not getting a Val Kilmer head sculpt. He's just getting the cowl look only. So I've seen it before where they have hooded figures and we don't necessarily always get the actor likeness, or at least in the first release,
Yeah, but I think
Let me just address here 1/6 figure focus. Thanks for the super chat, Shane. I tend to have to like the show or movie before I commit to buying a figure, but that's more to keep me in check. There is no right way, only rules you set for yourself, and rules are meant to be
broken.
Meant to be broken. Wow,
broken.
you know.
And Shane's other saying that I really like is no loyalties. So Shane,
yes, I like
that Shane buys
with
from whoever gives him the best deal. Yeah,
and the deal he got on the rooted Joker was amazing. You saw the deal he got from Toys on T-Dubs.
No,
what amazing! I think he got it totally for how much? 724. Then plus the shipping, maybe 800 something.
Who got what?
Well, he had
the
rewards.
rooted
Queen
pack.
Art rooted Joker 2-pack.
Gotcha.
In art, not Queen Studios.
Other important comment here. Big Brother got a point there, because what if you just buy a figure that looks cool, but the movie TV show or the actor sucks? Then I feel like I don't need that figure anymore. Yeah, that can also happen. That's why we always need to keep on check. Yeah, but let me see here if the James, are you okay now? James? Hello?
I think so. It's still kind of glitching in it.
Earth calling James. we still cannot hear you well.
Yes.
Still a bit lagging. Just to be 1/6 Shane, just to be clear, I have loyalty to my friends and family. Yeah, that's very important. Hector is asking before shipping. I don't know. You can ask 1/6 figure focus directly. He can help you to get the best deals from T-Dubs. Passing now to the next one. I know that Bob is quite excited about Electro, right?
Absolutely. This was fantastic. I mean, I love that they're going to follow through and give us at least the main 3 villains that had, speaking roles that weren't completely CGI'd. So yes, I hope that they follow through. I hope they make it. It looks fantastic. Some people, you can make a lot of comparisons to Whiplash, in terms of the single jointed arms and having all the electrical stuff on it, but they're going to give you a Jamie Foxx head sculpt and the little Electro mask that gives a nod to the comics. Like what more could you ask for,
Yep.
So 100% day one, whatever, give it to me. Take my money.
do you have the first one? Do you have the first Electro?
I do. I have the first one. I think he's being blocked by the Spidey Bros. But yes, I have the first one pairing off with the amazing, the second amazing suit. So Got to keep it canon.
This,
you know.
So, yeah, and you like it, the first one?
No, but right now it's the only Electro I had. I mean, he's a big part of the Sinister Six in the comics and whatever. So I couldn't not get him, but I want this one. This one will be my Electro, going forward. So the new.
But actually, I think that they will pull. If you want, you can pose them together. The Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Because it's the same. Is I think looks. You have the first one also, because I know Fabio likes the first one.
I love the first one.
Right.
I love the fact that you could the whole head lights up. I love the even though it's not comic book accurate, but I love the purple look. I love that purplish tint. But yeah, having this next to it, it's going to be sick because you have the Jamie Foxx head on there.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool that you can still see Jamie Foxx's likeness even through the purple skin and the light up. I mean, that I got to give a nod to the artists. Yep. How do you capture an actor's likeness with all that CGI overlay? So props to them.
And that's why I would say, even though that figure wasn't super popular, it wasn't a hot sale. This is why I appreciate Hot Toys' work all the time, because it's. Again, people will complain about everything and anything. Nobody will always be happy, and that's just life. But they make the best stuff, and like Bob was saying, to get his likeness, from that head sculpt is crazy. It's not something simple to do either. So that's why I appreciate Hot Toys so much. And I don't need to watch a show or a movie to buy it because I know it's going to be good.
Just to trace here, Figure Poison channel with a super chat. Thank you so much. Get Oscar Isaac his figure. Yeah, you are quite right. You are quite right. We got Buzz. How to read his name? Leichtbier. This is German, maybe. How are you, my friend? You know German?
Da. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, you know German. Wow, that's
no,
cool.
das ist verboten to buy figure and not watch the movie. That is verboten.
Nein. James, can you speak now? Are you okay?
Yeah, I hear you guys pretty well. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
what do you think of the Electro, James?
He's delayed. That's why.
I think.
Yeah, it's delay. No, this is really lagging.
No, it's bad. It's pretty bad.
It's really lagging, man. It's a pity, but it's really lagging. Yeah, but do you think we are going to see pre-order coming soon? Next week, maybe?
I think within 100% next week. Probably Monday.
And you were saying, Fabio, last night that you think that Lizard will come next, right?
No, I think Lizard's going to be last. I think what's going to happen is they're going to save him for last as a villain. And like I said yesterday too, for what's his name, Sandman, I feel like it could go two ways. Either they give us like a some type of statue like they did for the when we bought the Hot Toys T800 Arnold figure that came with the T1000 statue. What the fuck is this guy's name? I forget his name. The actor's name. It came with two different heads also. It came with the actors with the cop's head and then with the
Robert
regular
Patrick head.
Yes, Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
Yes. So
that was only the exclusive edition that had
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So what I think is going to happen with this is the same thing. We're going to get either could go a double pack with the actual Sandman figure with the striped shirt and the pants and his head sculpt, and then a Sandman statue like that one from Terminator, or they'll give us Lizard, with the Venom body that we always talk about, and Sandman as a statue next to him as a double, because he doesn't need to move. It could just be a regular, just unposable just thing that doesn't even weigh much. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's the way they should go. It saves them a lot of money. he doesn't have accessories, meaning Sandman doesn't have any accessories that we need to, worry about besides maybe hands. And I feel like this is what they should be doing, but Lizard would be last, 100% last.
You know what I thought about they could do, just because we don't have any hints of Toby or Andrew yet, was to kind of do what they did with Spider-Man 3. They give us an updated Toby Spider-Man with the Sandman base, sell it as a deluxe maybe, so people don't have to get it if they don't want to. And then maybe do something like that with Lizard and Andrew, because obviously we want Toby and Andrew, but those specific two villains on separate release, maybe give or take, maybe they could do some kind of cool lizard tail coming out of the ground or something like they did with the scorpion tail in the classic Spider-Man. They don't have to make a full lizard. They can just kind of give you a hint of a lizard, and then you got your deluxe version of the Andrew Garfield Spidey as well. Then you're like done. Yeah, the next two releases, and you finish off the whole No Way Home line.
So. Yeah, no, that's a good idea too.
That's a good point. Very
Howard,
good point.
If you're listening.
Shane is saying the lizard with the venom body makes perfect sense, but I don't see it happening. I wonder what body they would use for lizard. They will do a new body only for lizard?
No, the venom body. It's the same exact. It's the scale to the what do you call it? The lizard. It's literally pretty much in the movies as well. If you compare Venom and Lizard on screen, they look exactly the same when it comes to the height. So I feel like that's the best body that they can. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just put a tail on it.
You need,
same exact material, same exact everything. Yep.
Yeah, most people, even Blackbird Tech, and I see here also JP Noble saying that everyone is considering that the Sandman will come as the base, maybe even the base that they already released before, and they will call it a day like that. There's no other way to do Sandman.
Yeah, and to F. Wellington's comment, by the way, hello. He mentions that, do they have the Andrew and Toby likenesses? Well, the only thing I can assume is, Howard doesn't tend to let his licenses expire, or he doesn't seem to ever give them up. They did a Tobey Maguire head sculpt with the black suit, and they did an Andrew Garfield head sculpt with the first Amazing Spider-Man. So, I mean, if he had the likeness then, I know they're separate properties and whatnot, but I imagine he'd be able to get them again if he wanted to. So.
And another thing, for No Way Home, if you noticed, Toby and Andrew didn't have the mask on for a very long time in the movie. You know what I mean? It was mostly
they were mostly unmasked. Yeah.
Right. So that's another thing that you have to take into consideration, because, for example, let's say, and somebody was talking about it yesterday. They said, oh, what about a double pack for both Spider-Man? To me, that wouldn't make sense, because it'll be a lot of accessories that would either be necessary in this double pack or cut out to make it. So what are they going to do? They're going to give us head sculpts, right? They had obviously their mask in their hand. You're going to have to give us webs. You're going to have to give us, you're going to give us the head sculpt or not. So it's a lot of things to put into a double pack that I don't think Hot Toys will do, because I feel like it'll be easier for them to make more money separately than in a double pack.
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of people that already have Toby or Andrew. They don't need both. So why would you put them in a double pack and and turn people away from that? So yeah, I agree with you. I hope they don't do a double pack this time.
Right.
Probably not. Probably will be single releases, and they will go with that. It makes more sense. Before
the old head sculpt is not bad, but I mean, you can tell its age. I mean, it looks kind of like Andrew Garfield, but not as good as a Tom Holland sculpt from a more recent release. What I do love, to Fabs' point, is I hope we get more battle damage.
Yes,
on the head sculpts.
That's the one thing I always look for. Yep, battle damage.
Give me some scuffs. Give me some scratches. Make it look like they're in the middle of a battle. I love that.
Yep.
No doubt.
Oh, you pose like me.
The Spider Bros are taking
that was a big hit. Whoa.
Oh man.
I felt it in China.
I felt it in China. Oh man.
No, I did it on
Wow.
purpose so I can recycle.
It's like I did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose. That's good.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's talk about here about this beautiful release from Hot Toys.
Look at that face.
And I
on
want you to pay attention here to this one, and now to this one. This is the Trickster, okay? Is the So Toys one, and this is the Hot Toys one. Look at the suit.
Wait, go back.
Again.
Yeah, go back one second so I can compare real quick. Also, we don't get a backpack with this one. We only get it with Hot Toys. So it balances out the fact that we didn't get the cup with the Hot Toys one, so we get the backpack instead.
And actually, the So Toys one also has the battle damaged
yes,
this
the
helmet
rusted,
or
the rusted one, yeah.
the rested one.
Yeah.
You also have that, and you have the cup, of course.
Nah,
Okay,
that's
can
cool.
you explain that to me? Because some people said they took the chalice away because it's too similar to the Holy Grail, which has religious implications, and then other people said no, it's because it's promoting alcohol consumption.
Drinking. Yeah, that's what I heard too. But I don't know if that's
Which they both
I'm
are
almost
ridiculous, by the way.
sure. I'm almost sure that Hot Toys did write about that issue yesterday, and according to licensors' latest instruction, the drinking cup accessory needs to be cancelled. Therefore, it will be not included. No. But they don't explain why.
Right, of course.
They just
not.
it's
so,
just a
so all that means is
instruction.
I'll be buying a third party die-cast chalice. So, thank you.
Exactly.
Are you not getting the So Toys one?
Honestly, I don't think I'm getting either.
Oh really?
The Hot Toy sculpt is perfect. I mean, I love, and they gave us, for once they did an expression and it came out great, because expressions are kind of risky. I think it looks awesome here. I just don't have a big enough connection to the Loki show, but I mean, this is a beautiful figure.
Well,
No, but they had sculpt in the.
You'll get attached to.
No, but they had sculpt the Hot Toys one is actually. I will not comment. I will just pretend I didn't hear anything. The Hot Toys one looks better, I think.
But you know what?
And
this still teaches us that Hot Toys can do great work, but Hot Toys still needs to learn that they can't take forever. Like, we're impatient. We're collectors. You can't tease a figure and then just say, okay, you just wait 6 months. We'll get to it eventually. And by the way, this is just 6 months till we got a pre-order announcement. Who knows when the figure is actually going to come, right? So people are like, you know what? I want to enjoy my So figure for a year and a half, just like the Toys era mechanical. People got to take pictures and pose and enjoy their cable. And then when Hot Toys finally decided to give us the cable, they're like, okay, I'll sell it off, or I'll trade it, or I'll use it for kit bash fodder or whatever. Time is the more precious commodity than money. I think we can all agree on that. So if I can enjoy a figure for 6 months or a year now, instead of waiting for Hot Toys, and I really want that figure, I might do that. Yes, the Hot Toys is going to be better, but time is also important to me too. I might be out of collecting in 2 years. Who knows? So
yeah, but
also when you okay, go on.
No, I was gonna say, the Hot Toys will be better, but I don't know if you have any So toys. They've been very, very good lately too.
Yes.
So
yeah,
that is like, I feel like right now, before Queen, I feel like So Toys was Hot Toys competition, 100%. But now Queen stepped in and forget it.
No, but if you check
and
here,
I think you can kind of almost read the. Oh, I'm sorry. I just was going to, just to finish to your point, I think you can kind of read the tea leaves and see who Hot Toys considers their competition in terms of who they respond to versus who they don't. Most third parties, they release stuff, Hot Toys, whatever. Right. But when So announces something, all of a sudden they reply. Or when Queen releases something, they reply. Yep. So you can kind of tell who they feel they're taking seriously as well.
Yep.
You can see here the Trickster, the So Toys one. You see the suit, the yellow part here in the top it looks okay, but when you see the detail in the Hot Toys one, is the weathering and the fine details are much better. It's a big difference.
I can't wait to see them in person because they're gonna look so good.
But the angry at sculpt, I like this one from Soso Toys. I also like this one. But the
They're
alligator, you
They're
see,
different though. That's the cool thing. They're not
Yes,
exactly the
yes.
same. So it's awesome.
You can use the two. You can pose the two together.
Yep.
Before
You
and
can
after,
see here
'cause someone
the
made a good point that the grin on the Soso has a little bit more of a menacing, evil look to him. There's a
Yeah,
little bit more
yep.
mischief in the eyebrows,
Yep,
versus the Hot Toys. It's more of a neutral smile. It's not necessarily
this is
like evil.
correct. This looks like he's
Yeah.
more laughing than being angry,
Mhm.
and the other one looks like he's more angry than he's
Yeah,
laughing.
that captures that Loki, mischief right there. That is good.
Yep.
and the gator in the Hot Toys one. It seems that you can open and close the jaw, but this one the Soso Toys one doesn't look so good actually. And I feel impressed with how Hot Toys did this gator, because it looks quite good. I always think of Einstein from Back to the Future. That was horrible. Normally animals are always the.
I get
But
nervous
this one-
whenever Hot Toys makes articulated jaws, though. I hope it's not like a Grogu and it just like falls off after a month or something. But yeah, that Soso Gator
Did you
doesn't look
have
to be
have
the
problem with
same
Grogu?
quality. I didn't get Grogu. I just remember Grogu Gate and the tearing under the chin with that elastic rubbery plastic that they tend to use for everything. So
I think I have a Grogu, and in the instructions Hot Toys right there. Don't let him with the closed mouth. Need to let it open. You cannot let it with the closed mouth because the shin may broke. Yeah, but this I think I already pre-ordered before, because this Trickster, it disappeared completely. I think only now is only on T-Dubs. I think there's no other place that has him. I don't want to give advertising.
When this came out, no website had it. It was like underground. Like it was like no picture, no image, and you had to like go digging into like through the website to find it. So maybe that's what's
speaking
going on.
of, the same thing happened with what was it called? The War Story Immortal Man or Immortal Figure, the Spawn, and McFarlane just wiped out those listings. Yeah, so I mean, you can't see pictures of it, promo pics on a website, but the pre-orders are out there somewhere.
No, I think Keith still has it on pre-order.
Yeah, he does.
I think so. I think he still has it on pre-order. And
Todd will hear.
I think Giant Toy too.
Giant Toy.
Giant Toy, I think they still also have him for. But I really.
Yeah, I don't even remember who I ordered from. I have no idea. I ordered 2 of these, but I don't remember who I ordered from.
You ordered 2 of the Soso Toys.
Do you have a spreadsheet, Fabio?
2 and 2. No, I actually did at one point, and I said, you know what, this is like too much. So I
forget it.
They just show up. You're like, I don't know what this is. Let's unbox it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Sometimes, it's funny. I had a package deliver to my office, and I didn't even realize that the package had come. I guess the email went to spam because for some reason, Sideshow emails go to my spam folder. I don't know why, no matter what I do. Anyway, a month and a week go by, and I just looked at my spam folder in my email account, and it was like, your package has been delivered. A month and a week prior, they stole my figure from my office. Gone. I don't even know what because what happened was I wasn't in the office, so they left it outside the office. And when I went to the office, I went back, after lunch or whatever, it was gone. But I didn't know that it was delivered. So now I filed the claim last week. So hopefully we'll see what happens. But yeah, the whole, because I don't keep track of what's coming. That's what happened.
Collector problems, man.
Yep.
Fabio's like Moon Knight. Wakes up in the morning and has to check what he has.
Did Mark order this? Who ordered that?
Yeah, because when you order everything, it's quite difficult to remember the stuff.
Yeah, but it's the only thing that like is messed up is, you know, the shipping. You know what I mean? Like that's the one thing that messed me up. Like, you know, the payments are there. They just come out automatically. But it was that shipping that messed. And you know what figure it was? It was the Spider-Man that just came out, the last one, Cyborg, which is number one, it's limited. You can only buy one, and it's the Toy Fair exclusive. So
yep.
I'm asked out $350.
Wow.
Yep.
16 fix. Sorry, I'm late. Bob Dylan crushing it. No doubt, exactly. He's crushing it. What's that figure that you have there, Bob? What's that figure? Is Tomb Raider? Tomb Raider?
Yeah, Lara Croft.
Yeah, this is Angelina Jolie. This is, I guess you can't call it 100% of a kit bash because it's a custom sculpt by Duke Avocado. He does really amazing work. He'll help you spend a lot of money.
No, she looks good.
And then if I can talk about kit bashing for a second.
Yes, of course. The floor is yours. I'm going to grab something to eat.
If you guys are interested in kit bashing, let me see if I can drop this. Nope, that's not the right link. Anyways, it's called Kit Bash Kitchen on Facebook. Henry's son started it, and I been helping him with it because I just started learning about kit bashing from my friends Daniel Yun and Adam Aguilar, my Spider Bros. And I just started seeing all these amazing customs, and I would always have the same questions. What body did you use? Where'd you get the outfit? Where'd you get the accessories? And either people would forget or, you know, they don't want to share their recipe. So we said, you know, we should start a group where people show kit bashes, but the culture is to share the information so other people can kind of replicate, you know, introduce their own spices, improve the recipe a little bit. So me and Adam said, okay, you know, we're both going to get this sculpt, but we're both going to go about it different ways and like see who's comes out better. Of course, Adam's came out better, but I think mine's okay. So if you take the Playmates 12-inch Lara Croft figure from the first Tomb Raider movie, you get the outfit, the belt, the holsters. You can grab whatever guns you want. Then you can grab these female tactical boots from 1/6 kit, and you know you get a Fison body, and there you go. So kit bashing can be simple, or it can be very complicated. It can be expensive, but I think it's really fun, and that's something I learned a lot.
It can be very expensive.
Yeah. So you look at someone like Fabio, who's been collecting from a time before there were certain figures. You had to make your own. And so you're like, if you wanted to make a character, you had to find the body and the head. But now that you have Hot Toys making lots of people, a lot of times the ingredients you need are out there, and you just have to do a little bit of creative kit bashing to get the things you want. I mean, these are just kind of very rough examples. I really liked the second episode of What If. So I took I used the ZW. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he took the 1/12 figure arts Thanos. He drilled and hollowed out the Thanos armor and put it on a Gamora and made the armored Gamora. And I tried that. And I think it came out okay. Like pretty cool. It was very labor intensive, but I wanted to do the other What If figures. So all you got to do is get an appropriately colored neck cover with the Black Panther head, put it on Guardians of the Galaxy Peter Quill, and it looks okay. You know, the coat's not accurate, but it looks pretty good. The Nebula is a little bit harder to do because she has seamless arms. Both of her arms are normal instead of being cybernetic. And I tried my own attempt at rooting hair, which came out horribly. So I'm going to get the hair rooted professionally, but, you know, just as like a fun, if I could do it. Adam had suggested to me of using the vest and the pants from the Alita figure. And I can color it purple and later. Then Anthony gave me the Kier figure from Sideshow, which has the TB League body. And I used Terry Lee's trick of taking chalk,
the blue body, right?
Pastel chalk, and coloring the arms to make the color match a little bit better. So, I mean, you kind of get the idea that when you come to that Facebook group, you connect with a lot of custom artists. So you get connected with the right people that can do rooting, that can do repainting. And then you get a lot of ideas from a lot of other creative people in the hobby, you know, how to color match a body or how to root your own hair and stuff like that. So I just thought it's been a fun distraction while I wait for the pre-orders that never seem to arrive. So That's my
no,
that's my vibe.
and it's true what you said too, because when I started, Hot Toys wasn't making as much, they weren't releasing as much, they weren't announcing as much, and so there were some third parties, and it was really hard. Like, collectors needed to make their own stuff. Like, you just had to. So that's when I started buying the head. That's why I have a whole drawer full of stuff. Look, you guys don't even understand. Like, I got bags of stuff. I got head sculpts, just random head sculpts. I used to buy. Look, I got bags of them. I used to buy
1/6 scale Macy's.
I used to buy so much stuff to be able to like make figures, like the bodies. These bodies that Hot Toys doesn't even make anymore. I used to buy these 8 at a time, 10 at a time. They don't make
these from Hot Toys, right?
This is Hot Toys.
Those are so hard to find now.
They are so expensive now.
Look, these bodies.
Now I know who has them.
These bodies came.
How many you have?
Well, this is my last one, but I've had I made my own figures. I have like 30 of these bodies like already made. But my point is, these bodies came out when they came out. They were and Hot Toys made I think either 3 or 4 different bodies total. But they came out and they were about like $60, I want to say. They sold out, and you could only find them on eBay for like $100 each every time. And then they went up to like $120 at one point because they were so popular. And then Hot Toys just said, you know what, we're not selling these anymore, and that was it. But yeah, they made a muscular body, which is what they use for the X-Men Origins Wolverine. They made a muscular body. They made a regular body. They made a narrow shoulder body. They made a whole bunch of bodies. Again, they made a thin body, which was the Michael Jackson Thriller body. So they made a lot of stuff over the years, but then again, they stopped producing them as well.
Now, what would you say is your new favorite company for a base kit bash body?
Believe it or not, I just buy those $20 cheap bodies, narrow shoulder bodies now for whatever I need. And they seem to work.
Those B001, right?
I don't even know. I'm assuming so. Let me see if I have one here. Those are the ones I've been using.
Or the MX02. Those are the narrow shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, I used to get the coup model, like the COO.
Yeah, those coup model ones. I have a bunch of those to be like this. This is what I use. This is just a generic body. I'll show you. It doesn't even have information on it. It just shows you. It's just a really cheap body. See, I don't even open them until I need them. See, it's just generic. There's nothing to it. Look, it tells you how to. Oh, there it is. What is it? B001. There it is. I never even paid attention.
There you go.
Yeah, so this is what I use. They're $20 on eBay all the time. So I just order like 5 at a time, and that's it.
Yeah, like for clothes figures, I find the slim shoulders work the best because the clothes add so much bulk that if you got a muscular body, it would be like way too big.
But even if it's not narrow shoulder body, if it's just a regular body, the shoulders are usually very rounded and they're very like pointy, so the clothes won't fit properly. So the narrow shoulder is the only way to go.
Yeah. I would say for the suited like superhero type figures where you want like a big massive like Superman or whatever, World Box. The I want to say the AT017. That's like my new favorite base because that thing's got bulk. It's got heft. Yeah. You put them in like those kind of vinyl stretchy fabric suits, and it looks great. It fills in the thigh gap is not so bad, but sometimes you have to add a little bit of padding just so you don't get those like non-anatomic gaps because you can't put a Fison in everything, right? I mean, that would be ideal, but they're heavy, they're expensive. The ball pegs are so big they don't fit in a lot of standard, feet and ankles. Yep. So yeah, I think those are my two favorite.
I don't like those Fison bodies either at all. Oh my god, I only get them for female kit bashes. So like when Super Duck makes your kits, I only buy them for them. And let me tell you something. I think I have about 4 total, and I regret it every single time. It's a nightmare to put these suits on, especially these tight suits on the girls.
Yeah.
Forget it. It's like literally a half-hour job to try to get these pants up on the thing. Yeah. What a nightmare. They tell you put on cornstarch, put on this. I'm not putting anything on my figure to ruin it. And, and I understand it's just, like lubricate it a little bit and make it slide better, but I'm not going through all that. So I sit there 30 minutes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it's there. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I do this again? And it's every single time because I forget when I get the kit that I'm like, oh, I got to get this body.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Part of the life, man.
Kit.
Eventually, I feel like if you collect long enough, you're going to want a kit bash because they're just missing figures that Hot Toys didn't fill out the line that you want for your display. So, yeah.
And it's
Kit
not so
bash,
common, it's not so common
third
now.
parties.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let me check here. Yeah, Kit bash to make your own figures really fun. Use the same body, works really good. And Monica, why you all hate the Nobi?
What?
I don't hate the Nobi. The Nobi is great. I love his midnight runs.
Oh man, those
no
are so
one
much
hates
fun,
the
aren't
Nobi
they?
here.
Yeah,
The one
those
they did
midnight
for
runs get off the
Ecto
chain.
1 for it's amazing. I really like to
Wait, who
tune in
hates
there. But
who hates the Nobi?
maybe someone in the chat, not as
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
we not as definitely. Yeah, I want to show you here because we are talking about customs, and this one is quite interesting because actually I ordered this one. You want to see? I think you want to see. Whoa! Look
Oh
at
my
this.
lord.
Oh, that's it. What is that? The new Einstein? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if you all watched the Shining movie, but this looks great. Look at this.
Nice.
Oh
Your
my,
favorite.
wow. I hope that's a magnetic
Because
flap.
This is that the dog man. He only appears in the movie, I think, for 3 seconds. I don't know if you guys watched the movie or not, and you remember the scene of the movie.
I watched this movie on Betamax. Remember Betamax? It was
And
right
this
before-
is
it was
made
right before VCR.
The Shining. Yeah, you watched this movie or no, Bob?
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah.
I can tell you,
And,
Doctor
because-
Sleep was an amazing sequel. That was really good.
But it's like because I know there are some on the custom scene. There are some figures that are iconic. For example, Jack from The Shining. There are many kit bash of that figure, and they can. I know there is a head sculpt that is done by Balloon Man. That is incredible. But it's
Did Rain Man do one as well?
Rain Man also did one.
Yeah. His older custom stuff, like the Doc Holiday, man, that stuff is just perfect. But very.
And there was a
expensive.
company that did the Jack also, that the name was Crafton or Crafton, something like that. They also did that. Desi in the house. Let me see what Desi is saying here. Just got here and we are looking at the picture of the dog man with his ass out. I can tell this is a good stream. Definitely.
Oh man, you know what that reminds me of in terms of like a split second in a scene that you turned into a whole figure. You probably know what I'm going to say. That SW Toys Lady Spooktacular. You know the the Scarlet Witch making the face.
Scarlet Witch, the Wanda. Yeah.
Somebody had to capture that moment. I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try. Heck with it. I don't care.
But I saw today. I don't know if you saw. I saw today someone had exactly that same expression one, the custom one, because SW Toys recast that sculpt from other artist, and this happens a lot. But these custom pieces, I remember there was a guy doing the Toy Story a while ago. He did Andy, not Andy. What's the name? The Woody.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
but he first he did Woody, and then he did the Buzz Lightyear. And I asked him the price for the Buzz Lightyear was like $1,300 or $1,400. You know what? Yeah, that's only 25 pieces.
I mean, at that point, you might as well get the sideshow, like the ultimate Metacom version of Woody and Buzz. What they're like $700, $600, which is still like insane to me. But hey.
No, but that's why I was asking you, Bob, because you were talking about kit bash. But how far you will go? You will order these custom sets, those expensive sets of clothing, or you just go pick a clothing gear from 1/6 kit, pick something there, and you do it yourself.
Oh yeah. So I mean, if I would give a strict definition of kit bashing, I would say you're looking at stuff that's pre-made that you buy and you cobble together. maybe you do some light modifications, some weathering, put your own personal signature on it. But once you start commissioning things, I'd say that goes more into the custom realm, because now you're spending $250, $300 to get rooted hair or get a sculpt repainted, which I am doing, but I wouldn't say those are kit bashes, because now you're putting in a price level way above even Hot Toys, to get your figure completely assembled. Like I got a rooted Tony sculpt that's coming on the way to me. I got what somebody did was, I'm pretty sure they recasted the Danzo sculpt, which is like $1,000 or whatever. And it looked good, but it had sculpted hair. And I just said, I just want to see what rooted hair really looks like up close. I don't have a lot of rooted hair figures, especially ones done by a private artist. So I sent it off. The guy shaved the top of the head and did it rooted. And so when I get that back, I'm going to compare it to the Battle Damage Mark 85 sculpt from Hot Toys, because I think in terms of sculpted hair, they've perfected it. But rooted hair, their rooted hair figures don't come out super great sometimes. So it'll be interesting to see the comparison, but that's also a $600 investment. How many people want to invest $600 into a head? It's got to be somebody you really, really, really love. So
and
you were talking six.
I was going to say the thing with those, spending all that money is, it's cool if you're a fan and you want to buy it. That's fine. The problem is when you're trying to get out of the hobby and you're trying to sell that, nobody's going to buy that from you, because it's going to be ridiculously expensive, and you're not going to want to take a loss on that. You're going to want to make at least your money back, and what that means to you doesn't mean to somebody else. So that's where it gets tricky, spending that money. Yeah,
once you cross that threshold, I'd say 250, 300, now you're getting into more emotional attachment. It's like they tell you with home renovations, put the money in the kitchen and the bathrooms. Anything else you do beyond that, you're doing it for you. Don't expect to get that investment back, because like you said, people who are not customizers, who are not kit bashers, they don't understand the true cost that it takes for some of these things to get made. So you tell them, oh yeah, this thing is $1,000. They'll laugh at you. They're like, you're insane. But you're like, that's what it costs to get a figure of this level. They haven't gotten to the hobby deep enough to appreciate the subtleties and the quality of your repaint versus the stock. So then you're looking at a very small market of other customizer collectors that actually, hey, $1,000, that's a bargain. I'll take that, kind of thing. In which case I'd say, you know what, I'm not going to resell those customs. I'm only going to, resell or trade my stock Hot Toys. I'll just trade that kind of stuff with my friends who I know are of the same mind, that they understand the inherent value of some of those things, because I'll get more enjoyment out of seeing those kind of things go to a friend than, like you said, taking a loss and selling it to someone who doesn't really know what they have, kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but I found that one of the figures, and one of the figures that go with a higher price when you go custom, and I see already crazy custom, is the Heath Ledger, the Joker. You can go until, I don't know, $3,000, $4,000 to get a perfect Joker, because there's
no ceiling. You can just keep improving. Yeah. So it's
and Indiana Jones also. Indiana Jones also.
That Indiana Jones has been customized. That and the Bestman Han. I feel like people love Harrison Ford and they never got that satisfying figure from Hot Toys or Sideshow. And they just keep customizing. They keep putting like real leather jackets. They keep redoing his sculpt over and over again. So you can tell there's a lot of love there. I hope someone like Queen, capitalizes on that. Because there's a lot of people that are still really in love with that franchise, and they really want a high quality Indiana Jones figure that they can buy. Because the other difference between someone like Queen doing it versus us is it's made, it's mass produced, you can buy it and it gets shipped to you. When you do stuff on your own, you got to find the artist. They won't reply to you, or they reply to you like 3 months later. You have to ship it to them. They do the work, takes another 3-4 months. They ship it back to you. Then you send it off for rooting. Same thing, another 3-6 months. Like, it's a big time investment. And you have to chase down these guys because, they're popular. They're in demand. They're not going to seek your business out. You have to seek them out. Versus when InArt is offering you a rooted 2-pack Joker, and all you have to do is send them, $1,000. That seems like, a lot easier to do.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm sure you already heard of him and saw some of his work. There is an artist in Hong Kong. His name is Kato, with K. Kato. And he does the jacket for the Indiana Jones in real leather. It's very expensive, but the work he does, the detail that he does on the pieces, even the jeans that he does, it's something extraordinary, really. He goes into the fine detail, he shows the fine details that he does on every piece, and you cannot get anything from him because he's always completely booked. There
Absolutely.
is
I mean,
no
I joke
chance.
my figures have better clothes than I do. You know, I've put more money into their clothes. I'll get something from
Definitely.
JCPenney, but for them, oh no, only real leather touches those bodies. You know,
No pleather.
J Pizza,
no pleather.
no
here,
pleather.
yeah.
JB is asking, have you ever thought of learning 3D sculptures and 3D printing yourself? Myself, no, thank you. And how about you, Bob? Are you considering getting a 3D printer?
I've talked about it a lot with my friends because we keep chasing these like random You know what it is? I really would use it for small accessories, not really for head sculpts. But sometimes I just want a specific model gun or a specific like hook attachment that broke, you know, or a wrist peg or something. And if I had all those maps, you know, I bought them off somebody off of Etsy or whatever, and I can reprint my own like replacement pegs or little thing, yeah, I would do that. Because you know, when you buy it from OSK and it takes like 2-3 weeks or longer to get to you, and it's like you forgot what you wanted it for by the time it arrives. I'm like, oh, what did I? Oh, yeah, that's right. That project that was like half finished. You know, or in the middle of the night, you want to put a figure together and you snap a wrist peg, and that's the last one you had. So yeah, I think that would be great. I mean, the whole reason why I got into this hobby was to distract me from, you know, the stresses of real life. And so I like learning more and more skills because it just pulls you further into it. You know, it just, I don't know, it's more of an escape the more you learn. And when you learn, then you can share those skills with someone else in the community. And then you build more relations. Like I met you guys, I met Fabs. Now I can ask people customizer questions or kit bashing questions, which before all I would ask is, hey, where did you pre-order that from? You know, that's as I was very superficial into the hobby. And now I feel like I'm deeper into it. So yeah, I'm happy to learn how to do something.
I'm taking here some photos to show to you guys about this. But I remember that Fabio always said he is not very much into customs. Maybe in the beginning when he started collecting because there were not so many options.
I was more into kit bashing than customs. I've never really purchased a custom because again, for me they're way too expensive. And you know, it's not something that I think I need so badly that I'm willing to spend, you know, and I'm talking about back then, $600 for a custom figure was like the norm, you know, and I was like, that's not, and you know, Hot Toys were, you know, 180, you know, 160. And so I was like, absolutely not. I was like, there's no way I'm spending. So I have never spent money on a custom at all, just because it's not something that, I mean, they look great. I would never. So the kit bash was more my thing. You know, I had to build, you know, I would see somebody post a figure that they made. I'm like, shit, I want that too. So then I would buy my own little things here and there, you know, like you said, from 1/6 kit, you know, find places to buy other accessories, and then the head, the bodies, put it together. And then that's what I would have to do, you know, back then, because Hot Toys was not releasing or announcing as much as they are now. So I feel like that was the game back then. Now, like I said before, it's not as popular as common, because we're getting so much, not only from Hot Toys but from other companies as well. You know, we're getting more figures now. Before we were getting more kits, like the Super Ducks. There were more of those than there were full figures. You know, even third parties weren't that big back then at all. You know, you had your Enterbay, you had your Hot Toys, you had, and you know, you had companies here and there, but nothing like we have now. Like I said before multiple times, we are in the golden era of collecting at this point right now, and this is like what people don't understand. You know, people who just started now and are complaining, they don't even know what people who started years ago went through.
We have to walk uphill both ways to the factory in Shenzhen to get our parts in the snow.
Barefoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me share here. I'm just collecting here the photos because I think you will find this quite interesting.
Oh, is this in the private chat?
No. I'm sure I will share here. I was just collecting all the photos to share for everyone. This is Kato showing the leather use for the jacket, because he used real leather and the expensive leather.
What is that? A 1/6 bucket?
Now you see the belt. The details are really amazing.
That looks real.
I really, yeah, but you see these. Look at this
jacket.
Wow.
My God.
This is you go into the minimum detail.
Yeah, that's insane. That's hardcore.
I mean, that I will say this: the talent in the community, just the raw skill, never ceases to amaze me. Somebody will always one up somebody's previous design where you're like, wow, whoa, like somebody just brings it up to that next level every time. Well,
I don't know why I think this is pretty fun.
it's okay, man. You like what you like.
No, I don't like.
You gotta
I
fight
found it funny.
He likes it doggy style.
Oh. Hey, we are already going that route. Doing custom. And there is other one. What's the name? Also pretty famous for the Tory box, right? I think it's Tory box, also very famous, and Yunsil. Yunsil, I think is from Korea. Way up there, and
I don't know.
I was gonna say, the question I get asked is sometimes people are nervous about reaching out to overseas customizers, and they want someone that's domestic. So that's another thing. I almost wish somebody could keep like a running list of who these artists are and where they are. But if anyone's interested in getting repaint work in the US, or if you're in North America, Mucky Mike on Instagram, or Jacob, I almost said Jacob Ramier. He's harder to get a hold of because he's busier, but Mucky Mike on Instagram is a lot easier to get to. He does repaints and rootings, because when I did my previous repaints and rootings, I had to send it over to like, Thailand or Vietnam or Hong Kong, and took so long to get back that it just kind of like soured me on the experience a little bit. But yeah, reach out to people like Mucky Mike, or if you just go on Instagram and start following certain artists, you'll know who takes commissions and versus who just does their own stuff. So there's artists, there's talented people in every country all over the world. All you have to do is find them, you reach out to them, and sometimes they never thought about taking a commission before until you ask, and you build those connections, and before you know it, you start making your own like custom designs from scratch. And it's just it's something special to put in your collection, because somebody who's a fellow collector will come over and be like, wait a minute, where'd you get that from, or who did that? Like, most of us have the big stuff, the Iron Mans, the Batmans. We all know, they're great, but we all have the same stuff. But when you have a couple unique pieces that you can talk about, the pedigree, I got the head from here, I got the costume from here, that's just, I don't know, enhances the hobby a little bit for me. So
there's
no, I was gonna say,
go on, Fabio, go on.
With the what he just said, with the, for example, let's say I have anything, an item, a head, whatever, to get painted or modified or customized. If you don't have somebody in the US, you're gonna have to spend money for shipping, like you said, somewhere else very, very far. So that adds up as well. So not only do you have to pay for the work that you're getting, but you have to pay for the shipping there, shipping back, pay for the, whatever the work is. So it gets really pricey too, going that route. So it's good to know people in the US as well. Yeah. But like you said, at least for when I started, everything was Thailand, Indonesia. You had to send these things really, and it's like a turnoff because the shipping alone was at least $100. So there's $100 just to get it there. So that's another reason why I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to bother with that. So I never looked into it because I knew it was going to be super, super expensive to me. And it was just for what? To have it sitting on the shelf, So that's why I was like, nah, it's not worth it to me.
Yeah, but you actually did remind me, if you're interested in customs and you're in Great Britain or Ireland, you're in the up Northern Europe, Josh Jones, or Lucky Josh on Reddit, he's another person. He's the one that did my my Matrix diorama that I, kind of repurposed. That guy can make literally whatever you want. Not so much in terms of like head sculpts and stuff, but if you want a diorama, if you want an object or an accessory that doesn't exist, that guy can 3D print literally. Did you guys happen to see Jackie Chan's First Strike or like Police Story 4? There's a scene where he gets in a fight using a ladder.
Oh, and that's an old movie.
Yeah. One of his older movies, right? The ones that are like dubbed and everything. So I told him, I was like, okay, I have this spare head sculpt from the Star, I forget what it's called, Star Toys Jackie Chan from the first Police Story. And I wanted to use that second head sculpt to kit bash a Jackie Chan from that scene. But you can't find a 1/6 ladder. It doesn't exist. eBay, wherever. So I was like, hey, can you make me a ladder? He's like, sure. And the thing, he looks at a couple scenes from the movie and he literally made a ladder. He's got the caution stickers on it. Like, it's amazing. So yeah, hit up Josh Jones, and I promise you, he makes what he specializes in, I would say, is a lot of Iron Man stuff. So you remember how the Iron Man gantry, all you had was the full helmet and you can just stick it on the Hot Toys gantry. But in the movie, it's segmented where it forms around his head. So he makes form-up helmets for the Mark V, for the Mark IV, and the Mark III. So, and he puts in the magnets for you so that you can attach them to the gantry, and it looks like the scene from the movie. Kind of like how Budget Stark had his custom Iron Man gantry, and it just adds something a little bit extra to make it that much more scene accurate. And his prices are very reasonable. So if you're over in Europe, hit him up. So.
Figure Posing Channel was saying that the leather belt and the holster is $120. Yeah, it's about that. And Rui was asking how much is the jacket. This Indiana Jones, I think, was $350 or $400, something about that. But maybe more.
Can you imagine?
More. Maybe
you could buy a real life leather jacket for that money. It's insane. It's insane. Like, why? Like,
more.
Again, it looks cool. It's beautiful. It looks great on figures. But to me, it's like, definitely not. That is not happening. I could get a whole Hot Toy for that price, and you're giving me a jacket. Not happening.
Can that guy from Great Britain can he make 1/6 scale pins of Guinness?
Absolutely.
Shane is asking
100%.
you. Absolutely. You can order, no problem.
That's fun.
There's a year with a good comment. You have to remember customs that are handmade by the artists are really prototypes. How much do you think Hot Toys and Queen Studios are paying artists like JC and Viper for their prototypes? And that's true. Yeah. What you get by handmade is really prototypes, and it is true. They are paying a lot. Bit of an exaggerated comparison, but it's like getting an original Picasso versus getting a fine art print. Yeah, that's true. That's right. I know a collector he normally is on the 1/6 Republic, that he only collects customs. He doesn't have Hot Toys. He only have customs. The D12s are full of customs. But it's those customs that you don't see anywhere. Even Hot Toys doesn't do. You have which one is that Robin Williams played, that woman is the Miss
Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Miss Doubtfire. He has.
I saw that. Somebody had that. Somebody posted that recently in one of the groups.
He has really, really good.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
He has the dude from the movie.
Big Lebowski.
He has the Big Lebowski. He has the three main characters. He has
the coolest custom I saw recently.
He has a lot of things.
I think it might be the same artist that did the Mrs. Doubtfire. Don't quote me on it. The Nicolas Cage character, Castor Troy from Face Off. So not only did he do a great custom, and he even made the custom gold-plated like 1911s, he made a John Travolta face that was like off, sitting in its own little acrylic like stored. I had never seen anything like that. You went through the trouble of getting an actor's likeness just to carve it up and have it as like a sheet of skin. I mean, if you've ever seen the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If not, it probably sounds horrible to you.
It's like to use it as a replacement face, like in the movie.
Yes. Yeah. The fact that he went to that much detail, because the figure itself was already amazing. You didn't have to make that as an accessory, but like he went that extra mile. I have no idea how much it cost, but that thing just like blew me away.
No, that one is very expensive. Those ones are really very expensive. I share to you here because I have here the photo, the Miss Doubtfire, because I really like that one. Is this one?
Yep, I saw that.
Wow. Yeah, they even have the little Robin Williams like mannequin with the plaster on it. I mean, that's just next level.
This is an amazing job, really.
That's beautiful. Yep.
This it's really
See, like
amazing.
I would love to have this, but I am not spending, $1,000. Like, not happening. But it's cool to have. Like, I would love to have it.
Yeah, but the pictures are free. I love that I can enjoy it, and there's a place that people post this stuff, so I know that it exists.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I had no idea somebody would try to attempt something like what was this movie made? Like 1995? Like you're talking about over 20 years ago. Somebody had a connection that strong that they went through the trouble of making this masterpiece. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And this guy also had, I saw the. You remember one movie? It's also from the 90s. That is the Howard the Duck.
Yes.
Do you remember that movie? Yeah, he also had that one. He had. It's mostly from 90s movies from.
Netflix made a Howard the Duck long time ago. No.
I don't know.
Maybe somebody else. Maybe not Hot Toys. I know somebody did. I figured, and it was kind of crappy for back then. But I think it's the only.
Oh, you see. The Indiana Jones the leather jacket is $970 US. I was saying 400.
Are you?
Is the 2-pack rooted? Is the Queen Studios 2-pack rooted?
Jacket? Not happening. Nope.
I mean, I think that's probably. Could you get a life-size leather jacket that's $900? Is that like some Gucci or designer like ultra? I don't know, Prada or something.
But now imagine if you are paying $970 for the jacket, the whole figure will go for more than $5,000, easy.
Well, then you might as well just get a J&D like 3rd scale and call it a day. I mean, those things are amazing.
She said, you guys are talking about Awesome Sad. Is it? I really don't know. Probably. I don't know. I'm talking about a collector. The name is, I can precise, maybe Jonathan Williams, something like that, because he had a lot of customs that he normally shares in the 1/6 Republic group. That's one I remember. And here Rui saying my most famous custom made by me is Maverick from Top Gun. It's a good one.
I am so shocked that no one has made that. Like I know Redman is kind of doing their own thing, but we know Redman never quite hits the mark, and they recast a lot of stuff. But Maverick from Top Gun is such an iconic character and such an iconic movie. The closest you get is like, what I'm gonna try to finish is like you get the BBI like flight suit, and then you get the Gin Toy young Tom Cruise head sculpt. I think they even included like his sunglasses, and that'll probably like only be about maybe $300, $350. It's not like a terribly expensive kit bash, and you get like 90% there in terms of likeness and everything. So yeah, I mean, I hope when the new movie comes out, somebody attempts it, but it's going to be an older Tom Cruise, so I don't know if that's going to have the same appeal as like the 1986 version.
But there was also I think it's Fabio. You mentioned one time one guy that made the Iron Man, right? That you would customize the Punisher, or which one you said in the show with Anthony?
Hendra Fast said Nyoto.
Yeah.
Really cool. Like he'll make an Iron Man into anything. Like it can make you a Deadpool Iron Man. He can make you a just a random military figure from an Iron Man. Like he makes the coolest stuff.
He took a Mark 50, I think, and it like repainted it in a white scheme and gave Tony like this custom. Like it looks like the ultimate Iron Man that we may or may not get from Multiverse of Madness. His stuff is amazing. What he can do with those die-cast figures.
And I don't know if you guys have looked into his YouTube channel is called Iron Daddy. This guy makes the coolest custom. He took a Professor Hulk and he destroyed it, and he made him. He gave him the what do you call it? The burnt armor when he snapped. And he in the video you watch the entire process. It's the most, and he has obviously he buys two to have one regular and then one however he makes it. Amazing. If you guys haven't looked at it, Iron Daddy, amazing channel.
I actually think Hot Toys took some of their ideas from the community, and he's like one of them. Where when you started seeing like the form-up suits, like the Silver Centurion,
yes,
they see these guys and the popularity of some of the things they do, and they're like, yeah, we could do that. Because if you think about it, There was a third party that made the floating nano cannons.
Yes,
that you could buy separately. Right, me too. And then, did you notice what Iron Strange came with?
Yes.
Same thing.
So
So there's no way that they just like plucked that in order. So they probably bought a set and they're like, oh yeah, we can do this. This is easy. Yeah. It was like when Soso Toys, I think one of their first releases was the half unmasked Peter Parker head. I think we talked about this. Soso Toys did that, and now you see it coming with the Battle Damage movie promo edition for No Way Home. So they see the good ideas and they pluck those for themselves.
Yep, and those nano cannons are horrible because they don't even stand properly with those bases.
Yeah, they have to be on stands.
I use blue tack on the bottom to be able to keep them straight because you barely breathe on them and they tilt over. Yeah. It's the most annoying thing. So
very top heavy.
Yeah, I had to put the blue tack on the bottom.
Yeah, the Lebowski guy, the dude here, he was made by K. Jun.
Okay.
This is the number 15 of 30. He made the three of them.
Oh,
so this is the guy that's now part of Queen. These were the customs he was doing before he joined Queen, right?
Ko-Jun, no. Queen is
I'm
Viper.
Sorry, J&D. Is he working with J&D?
J&D is Ko-Jun, yes.
Yes.
But I don't know if he's the same one. I don't know if he's the same. Maybe he's the same.
I thought someone told me because they keep showing that Al Pacino from Heat with the fully seamless body, like the seamless neck, seamless wrists. And it says Ko-Jun, and someone said, oh yeah, this is the guy that's now working with, I think it was J&D maybe. Yeah, those things are awesome, man.
Yeah, they're really good. It's like I said, it's really cool work. It's really cool shit, but it's just, man, those prices. Those
way
prices
too expensive.
Yeah, that's awesome. Look at this thing.
Yeah, this is all completely custom piece. Look at this.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Just
look
missing
at
a grill.
Look at the glove. It's missing this.
Whoa, you have that? Of course you have that. I saw someone trying to sell that for like a ridiculous amount of money. Is that the Sideshow one?
This is the Sideshow one, yeah. Let me tell you something.
Wow.
I bought... Wait, let me see. Is it Sideshow? No, it's Hasbro, actually.
Wow, that looks really
good. I've had this for years. I don't know what the hell. That's what's still in the box because I don't know what the hell to do with this.
Don't open it. Oh.
Look, look what it comes with. It comes with the
Wait, let me put you on solo.
Yeah. What's inside?
The sticks go like for the handles, so you put them, you attach them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you what it. See, so it's supposed to go like that, so you can hold it. You know what I mean? So you could like carry it, I guess. So that's what these holes. It's got the holes in there. Let me see, right there. See?
That gold plating like really held up well.
Oh, it's like super like gold chrome. It looks like. Yeah, I've never taken it out of this box. That's why it looks brand new. Even the top, look, spotless. See, it's got reflective inside. The whole thing is like super nice. But again, I don't know what to do with it, so I just keep it in the box.
Well, you got to get yourself $1,000 Indiana Jones figure, man.
Yeah, okay.
Completely. You are completely right. Let me just answer here this chat from Mario. Is that a Liber Major Joker next to the 89? Yes, this is the Liber Major Joker. But let me show you here. But this was a set made by Def Toys. But the head sculpt I sent to an artist to repaint because I didn't like the one that Def Toys did.
That's cool.
But yeah,
that tailoring is really good.
I like those Jokers, like those like really random third-party Jokers that they make because they got different outfits and they look really nice with those outfits.
Yeah, this one I like this Joker a lot. Really, I really like this one. Yeah, but we were seeing that Indiana Jones. I really, but no, I don't know if we will ever see Indiana Jones again in 1/6 scale form, because
is it Harrison Ford that's holding it up? Like, is it a licensing thing?
Seems so, but with a new movie, Hot Toys maybe will release a new one. I don't know.
But I mean, we got a Harrison Ford from Force Awakens, from the sequel trilogy. So I mean, that wasn't like too far ago. I don't know. Like, well, when the next Indiana Jones movie comes out, I guess we'll know. If they make a figure from that movie, we'll know that he's still willing to give his likeness.
Right. Are they supposed to come out with a new movie? I don't even know.
I have a new movie. There's a new movie.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Is that the one with?
You just buy the figures without knowing. Oh, you even don't know there is a movie. But I will buy this figure.
No.
Wait, no. Was this the last one with Shia LaBeouf?
No. This is post Crystal Skull. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't. I don't think I've seen.
No, yeah, but I mean is that if we will ever see Indiana Jones from the past, the one that like the DX05,
that's the one we want.
That's the one we want.
Yeah, no,
you have the third party one, nothing more.
Me? No, I have a Hot Toy. I actually, so the Hot Toys comes with 2 head sculpts, and I bought, what I did was not 2 head sculpts. It comes with the 2 outfits. It comes with the regular outfit and then the white outfit. So what I did was I bought a separate head sculpt for it, and I made a custom out of that. So I actually have 2. I have the one that you just showed. I have the one with the white robe suited on, and then so I have those 2 together. But no, I didn't buy any third party anything. I never bought the third party one.
But what was the main problem with the Indiana Jones Hot Toys? Is the head sculpt? Because I never hold in my hands. I only see videos.
I don't have any complaints about that. Yeah, I don't have any complaints on that. It was never an issue with the head. It's perfect. Even to this day, it holds up.
But is the jacket, right? That some people have problems with the jacket.
Well, if they do, everybody has problems with something all the time. I'd never have those problems, thank God. But no, my jacket's brand new. Yeah, I'll grab it.
I don't think there was flaking as bad as like with the DX Terminators, where it was like guaranteed that you're going to get flaking. I don't think it was as bad with the Indiana. I think it's kind of like hit or miss depending on your climate and how much you handled it.
For me, I feel a bit impressed. I see so many posts of people saying, "Oh, this flaking, this is broken." I live here with humidity at 95%, and I just take care of my figures. If you take care, I think normally you will be okay.
Yeah, I think the only, I think the Guardians of the Galaxy is notorious for flaking.
Star-Lord, right?
Yeah, the only thing I have is just a little bit of flaking at the elbow because I bent it too much. But otherwise,
okay. But that was because you bent it, not.
Yeah, that's because I touched it. But I live in Florida, so I mean, we have pretty bad humidity too, and I think they're okay.
So
what you have there? What's that? Okay.
This is the Hot Toys one. Hold on, let me take it off the stupid stand because it's gonna fall.
Is Hot Toys.
This is Hot Toys.
This Hasbro.
This is Hot Toys. Look at the whole outfit, and then, like I said, I bought he comes with this outfit as well. And so I bought the second head sculpt. So I made this. So I have 2 now.
Made your own 2-pack. I like it.
Yep.
Now, is that I never got that figure in hand. Is that one where you kind of had to swap out his hairpiece to get the hat to sit down, or you just stretch it over?
Correct.
Okay.
Same exact one.
Look at Doc Smizzle. Why is Fabs coming in 4080p all the time? Change the quality of your camera. Change the settings.
No, it's on 720. I try every time. It doesn't let me go. It does 1080 sometimes, but not all the time. Like right now, it only reaches 720. It's only 720. But yeah, look at the.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh,
the rolling eyes as well.
Oh, no, that was the true parallel system.
Right. This was not the purse. This was like what they did before that.
Yeah.
Monica he uses a sideshow camera.
Ouch.
No, that's Dante.
I need a replacement gun holster belt. Mine fell apart recently during an unboxing. Mario, you can reach to Kato. Kato will do it for you. 120.
Yeah, I agree with what Metamorphic said. I think it's the rapid changes in humidity or temperature that accelerate the degradation, not necessarily what your static environment is.
Yeah, because look, the jacket, brand new, not a single, and I've had it posed like this with the arm up the entire time.
Oh, wow.
And look, this is brand new, not a single flake on it. Like I said, thank God. I know it happens to a lot of people. I don't have that problem with any of them. So knock on wood.
Very cool.
on, just taking here some more photo. You guys can keep
I'm
talking.
I'm
You
glad
have,
we
you
have
have
the
a lot of
individual
stuff to
like
talk.
eye roll now because the
Take me
parallel
off the
system.
screen, Julio.
Sorry?
Take me off the screen.
Sorry.
This guy's like, you can still talk while I'm not talking about myself.
Sorry, let me just...
But yeah, so that's the thing. There's only one Hot Toys figure that I have from, again, it was probably one of my first 10 figures ever purchased from them. And it's not even, it's not even like a character, like a Marvel DC. It's just a random, it was like a demon firefighter figure. And that comes with a really long leather jacket, but it's not, obviously it's not real leather. The thing looks like I grabbed a what do you call it? A peeler, and I started peeling the jacket off. That's how bad it is. That's the only one that happened to. Again, I don't know, maybe the material, that specific material, but not a single other jacket is flaking like that.
What about seamless arms? Do you guys have any? Because I know there's a big difference between the Feist and seamless arms and the formula that Hot Toys uses. I've never kept a Hot Toy seamless arm in a bent pose.
I do. I actually, it's funny you say that. Last week, when we were talking about the Chris Redfield from Resident Evil figure from Hot Toys, because Joao had pulled up the striped suit one, and I have mine bent, and back then those bodies were seamless. Literally, from the day I bought it, I have him holding a gun like this with the elbow bent. No problem. At all. And again, that's a really, really old body for, I would expect it to be gone right now, brand new.
This is the Indiana Jones set from Rui. Just now he is here in the chat with us. He sent me this just now by Facebook Messenger. Looks amazing.
Got the whole
This is the same as you have, right?
Yeah, I got that same thing, and I got the grill piece on top. I just never put it in there because it's so big, it takes up so much room. Because I got other figures in that case as well. I got the Inglourious Bastards, the two figures that they made from that movie. So I have them on that same shelf, which is why I never put that in there. But that looks really nice. That looks really cool.
Very nice.
But this one looks really, really nice. Really, really nice. You see, where is your grill? You are asking to.
In his display, I was like, all he needs is a chalice. That's the only thing I didn't see.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, the grail. No, but aside from Hot Toys and the bigger companies, the possibilities are enormous because there is so many, from kit bash to custom to head sculpts. You see new head sculpts. The Batman movie once after 2 days of screening, you already have the Penguin head sculpt. You already have customizers doing rendering of everything. It's amazing how fast
the one artist, he was working on the Riddler before even the movie came out. So I'm like, he did that all from, I guess, the trailer and maybe some. You mean
the one that was on T-Dubs?
The limited 400 run one that was, or sorry, I'm not 400. I think it was $400, but it was a very limited run, like maybe less than 100 figures. But he did that all just from trailers.
Did you got that one?
No.
I didn't.
Wait,
do any of you know when the Bob Marley figure comes out?
Is this the same company that made the what's his name? The Freddie Mercury, the Bob Marley one? Yeah,
exactly. Right? Is the Win C Studio.
Win C Studio.
That Freddie Mercury looks great. I haven't seen it.
Both versions look amazing. They did the two, one with the yellow jacket and then the open mouth one, with the tank top. Yeah, really, really nice. I actually was going to look into them, and I wanted to buy them because then they made what the hell's his name? From Labyrinth. What the singer's name?
David Bowie.
David Bowie. So they made him as well. They made two versions of him. So I was going to get them all, but then I was like, where do I get them? And then I started looking, and they're overseas. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to bother. So that's why I didn't get them.
Man.
But why? But that you need to buy from Hong Kong. There is no other option.
Yeah, that's why I found out that you could only get them from overseas. So I was like, so I didn't get any of them. But they look.
But
really
do you know why this Win C Studio looks so good?
Why?
Because they are so toys.
Oh,
Together with TNS figures.
I didn't know that.
They do a partnership and they do these things. But you don't quote me on that.
Well, it's like Toys era. That you keep pulling the mask up. Toys Battalion, Toys era, infamous Toys.
Infamous. Whoa, we are everywhere. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
They keep
really.
coming up with their. I was actually curious if So Toys ever had their own little branch outs. So that actually. Okay.
So Toys have the Wincy Studio and they have other that they only do the head sculpts is the S Kings or S King.
Okay. Oh yes, S King. They
great.
did the Miles Morales head sculpt that's supposed to be coming out soon. That looks amazing.
Yeah,
but if you ask them, they will say. If you ask them, they will say no. Is the same when you ask Philip. Is Comic Centeno yours? No, Comic Centeno. Who's that? I don't know them.
It's a game.
It's the same.
Got to stay one step ahead of the man. Oh man.
No, but I actually went there because they are the only website that have most of the third parties. Some third parties, 1/6 Kit doesn't sell So Toys, for example. Yeah. A Giant Toy that doesn't sell. Giant Toy doesn't sell. There was one brand that Giant Toy doesn't sell, but the Comic Centeno sells them all.
Everything, yeah.
For me, it's not an option.
T-Dubs also, right?
Sorry.
Comic Centaurum it's T-Dubs also.
Do you? I don't know. You are telling me that?
I don't know. I thought it was. I thought it was the same company. I heard people say it's the same exact company. T-Dubs and Comic Centaurum. Is it true? I'm asking. I don't know.
They seem similar. You got here the Monica saying my kind of topic.
I do not want to get into that. Oh, man.
Yeah, so it is. Yeah, I know I heard that somewhere. I was like, oh, that sounds like it would be the same thing. But who makes what's the other company? Not So Toys. Who makes? Oh my god, I forgot the name now. It'll come to me. Can't think of the name right now.
Okay, once Shane is. You need to go. A great stream. Thank you, Shane, for coming in. Enjoy the viewpoints. Great idea and super to Bob chat with Bob Dylan. Put a face to the name. Exactly. Finally, we put a face to the name. Fab Figures, please do a background check on me so I can get on Man of Oct Collectibles stream.
A background check.
I think I can get you there. I will try.
Don't listen to this guy. He doesn't watch movies.
You can tell by the way they title their email addresses. No, I don't know. I don't receive email address from any store. They know I'm in China. They know I cannot buy from them. I don't know what Monica is trying to portray here. Is a kangaroo? What's this?
Oh yeah, that's not coming up for me.
It's a kangaroo.
That emoji is not allowed in your country.
I only order on Sundays. Great. Guys, I think it's about time to wrap up. We are already 2 hours long. Bob, so what do you think about it? It's cool, right? Talk figures. Streaming is cool or no?
I think streaming is awesome. I just would rather leave it to the professionals like you guys. So I had a blast. I think this is really fun. Being able to talk with you guys directly. Especially Fabio, because I feel like he's just got all this knowledge, and I just want to be like, pick at it. Like, tell me about this, tell me about that, tell me about this. So
we always learn something with him. It's true, always.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, your idea for this format, I think, is awesome. And I was gonna say, if you didn't already have a list, I wanted to make it almost like the ice bucket challenge, where like I get to volunteer people for you, and they can pass it on to the next side. Like, I think you should have Doc Smizzle on next. He's somebody who's
why he never contacted me. I told to everyone, contact me, but Doc Smizzle never reached to me.
Oh well,
you are the fourth one asking me. Did Doc Smizzle contacted you? And I said not yet.
No. Yeah, well, there you go. That's what I was gonna say. I think it's a great idea what you have to take people that don't have a channel, that don't have as big of a voice or a platform to talk about collecting, because it's nice to talk to the little guy talking with the big guys, and we can all exchange ideas in real time, instead of just the
Exactly.
chat. So yeah, I think Doc Smizzle you could get on. Lane, I think has he been on your channel already? Lane Kramer?
No,
Okay.
he's been on
Not
Aries.
yet.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think this is a great idea. I hope you continue to do it. So
Doc Smizzle say, lol, Levy Jones just shy. I think I'm committed to have you on next Saturday. So we
Come
can
on,
make the
Doc.
appointment next Saturday, 11 a.m. EST.
yeah. Oh,
Get
and
the
the timing.
camera.
Yeah, I appreciate you
The
kind
time.
of accommodating the time for me. This was perfect.
I think we are going start to seeing you on more streams. Oh, Bob Dylan appeared here, appeared there, appeared here, appeared there.
I
And
don't know if that's a good idea.
Monday morning when I wake up, and Bob Dylan is on Justin Collection, and the second appearance. I'm sure you will go. You need to go. You need to make a rundown to the channels, because you also have a lot of knowledge to share. You have a lot to share about kit bashing and so on. Everyone have things to share, and
Yeah,
I think
everybody has
it's
something
great.
to contribute. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
also to get a bit out of the normal format of always talking about announcement releases, today we have a great talk about customs and kit bashing, because it's different, and everyone can also know more about the other side of collecting. It's not always the same. But yeah, let me address here the Chat Blackbird Tech. I will email you, because I know you email me to be on the Collectors Unite. Also, I will reply to you, Blackbird Tech. A great stream. Bob Dylan finally graced us with his presence. It's true. It's true.
I'm very happy
for
being
the
a
great stream,
moderator.
João and Bobby and Fabs. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you, Buzz. Great weekend for you too. Yes, you are moderator in how many channels?
All of them.
It's funny you say that, because last night I think Lael almost is to the point where he's like, "How do I make you a moderator?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't do those things." The poor guy kept getting spam with those bots, and I'm like, "No, you got to click this, not that." And like the poor guy was getting frustrated. I'm like, "Leave that guy's channel alone." So I don't know. I'm happy to do it, because I like to engage with the chat, because these are all people like me, and just so you guys can concentrate on the stream and you're not dropping links and getting rid of spam bots and stuff like that. Like, you guys should be focusing on the content. So
Yeah, but Monica is saying it's not perfect for her, the timing, because it's 1 a.m. For me, it's also 1 a.m. Because I talk with Monica to come on my stream, but not on the Collectors Unite. It's on the Wednesday one that is in the morning time.
Oh,
and
okay. Perfect.
But I need to check with him if he's available. El Professor Bob is gonna be busy man for the next few weeks. I'm sure he's going everywhere.
It's gonna be like.
But remember, never forget who was your first. It was me.
You took my cherry. My stream.
You know what it's gonna be like? It's gonna be like when John from Queen Studios went everywhere.
Oh
yeah,
man,
you went from PJ
guy.
to you went to everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, 100% is going to be around in the streams from here on. We are all on agreement. We are all on agreement. That's a great community. Also in this, there's a great community also in these streams. Completely. Joan was Bob's first. Exactly.
He was very gentle.
You are not wrong.
You know what? I do have one disappointment, that I thought something was going to happen today and it did not. I was really hoping somebody was going to come in the chat, because I've always wanted to say this on the microphone if I can. I love her username. I was hoping she'd show up, but maybe next time.
And few people can say that not everyone can. You never forget your first one. That's true. Not only is Bob Dylan first one, but it was also the first Collectors Unite, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And I think that's all for now. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.